everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charmaine and today we will be doing my first ever Sephora wishlist decluttering video. That is very hard to pronounce. But anyways, it is the start of a new year, so I thought that I should finally go through my wish list on the Sephora app and kind of declutter things a bit because it's been building up for over 2 years. I think I started using this wish list last year, so it is currently at 139 items, which is way too many. I won't ever be able to buy these things, and some of them are already discontinued, out of stock. I might not even be interested in them anymore, so I'm just gonna go through all 139 of them and talk about them with you today. Because there's 139 items in my list, I'm just gonna go through it as fast as possible, and hopefully I'll be able to go through all 139 of them, but I highly doubt so. So I'm just gonna devise a method as we go along so that I can just talk to you about the main things in my entire wish list. And before I start, if you want to know how I created this look right here, which is using the Tarte High Tides and Good Vibes palette from last year. It's a very nice palette, and it looks like this inside. It has very nice blues and warm tones. Very good for summer, but I just wanted to do something blue and I had that palette, so I just did this glittery, cut creasey sort of look, and I kind of stuck some little stars over on this side. Not very successful, but if you want to know how I do it anyways, without the stars or with the stars, I'll link the IGTV down below if it's out already. If not, just keep a lookout for it. You can just follow me on Instagram at CharmaineCW, and ultimately I'll post it up very soon actually. And with that, let's just get started. So the first things that I see on my wish list that I just opened are some IGTV products. So why not let me filter it by brand. I favorited 5 the IGTV products. Okay, I don't really want to move right now, but I have some thoughts, and I'm just gonna unfavorite all of these right now because, dude, I have the turmeric face moisturizer, or something like that. I'll plug a photo here on the screen right now. And that one I bought because the IGTV is like a Good Molecules brand, or The Ordinary. It's one of those concept where it's affordable skincare that you can just kind of mix and match and cocktail your own skincare routine from it. So I bought one item to try, and it was the turmeric face cream moisturizer that I tried, and let me tell you, I hate it. I hate that moisturizer so much. It makes me so angry. When I first put it on my hand, it was very moisturizing, and it gave a good glow, and it smelled like turmeric, which is not something that I hate, but not something that I really like anyways. But if turmeric is gonna do very good things for my skin, then why not? But it turns out that this moisturizes just fine, but it peels on me. Every time I use it, it peels so badly on me. I can't put any product on top. I can't use it as a day moisturizer. But I don't find it heavy enough to be a night moisturizer or anything like that. So it's not even that moisturizing. The ones that I have here are the Q10 serum, the vitamin C serum, the glycolic acid toner, rosehip oil, and their AHA serum. All these 5 items, I am just going to unfavorite them and unwishlist them, unheart them. I'm not sure how Sephora says it, but I'm just gonna remove all of these from my wish list because I do not have a very good impression with the quality of IGTV, and if I'm gonna try anything in the future, it's certainly not gonna be now. I mean, there's Good Molecules for me to spend my money on when it comes to affordable skincare products with the same kind of business concept, you know? So that's out of the window for me. Next, I have favorited some Briogeo products. So I have I have a lot. So I have the Be Well Tea Tree Plus Eucalyptus Clean Deodorant. I have the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask, the Scalp Revival Micro Exfoliating Shampoo, the Curl Charisma Rice Amino and Avocado Leave-In Defining Creme, Farewell Freeze Rosacco Milk Leave-In Conditioning Spray, the Farewell Freeze Smoothing Shampoo. I also have, I think, a discontinued travel kit, which is filled with their curly hair essentials. And then I also have their Rosacco Blow Dry Perfection and Heat Protectant Creme, their Farewell Freeze Rosehip Argan and Coconut Oil Blend, and their Farewell Freeze Blow Dry Perfection and Heat Protectant Creme. Wait, isn't that repeated? Oh yeah, that's repeated. It's the same thing. Don't know why there's 2 inside there, but that just shows how much I love the products, I guess. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and unfavorite the curled charisma line because I don't have curly hair. These are all like styled hair. Personally, I have quite straight and fine hair, so I don't think that would be suitable for my hair type. I was just very into scrolling and I wanted to buy a lot of Briogeo products, so I just added that in there. But I'm just gonna remove that, but everything else I will keep. I have actually tried their micro exfoliating shampoo from the Scalp Revival line, and I kind of actually like it because it's like minty and nice on the scalp. I had like a little sample pack that I got from Sephora and I used it and I really liked it. I am definitely getting the Be Well Clean deodorant at some point when I'm done with my current deodorant, which is the L'Occitane deodorant, which I will put right here. Briogeo is a very good brand. I don't only say this because everyone says it. It's because I already bought their Superfoods shampoo and conditioner. I have the apple one and I have the banana one. I'm currently using the apple one in the shower right now, and my hair has become so soft. I don't know what magic is in those shampoos, but I am down to try more Briogeo products in 2020. I also favorited some things from this morning when I was scrolling, and I favorited some of the more limited edition Lunar New Year things for 2020. One of those is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter in the shade Moonstone, but it's pressed with the year of the red, embossed with the year of the red picture on it. I've tried the Champagne Pop when it first came out with Jaclyn Hill, and it has always been too dark for me, but Moonstone should be a good shade, and I'm tempted to buy it, to try it, but it's a little bit on the expensive side at $60. So I'm gonna think about it, and if I really want to get it, I don't mind getting it in this edition, because being Chinese and seeing all these Lunar New Year goodies coming out, it makes me so happy. It's like my culture is finally getting recognized. Not really finally getting recognized, but like it's an exciting feeling to have my culture be represented in products from the West, The next interesting product I have is... I have 3 things favorited under NARS. The one that I favorited this morning is the Singapore Quad Eyeshadow, which is also part of their Lunar New Year collection from this year. It is at $80 for 4 eyeshadows. I don't think I'll ever get it, but I'm just gonna leave it inside my wish list because I do wish for that. I actually went to Sephora to swatch it last week, and let me just say, it was so pretty. I really liked it. And then the fact that it is a Singapore quad, my country, on a NARS quad, I must say I really like it. I must say I really want it, but I can't really justify $80 for 4 shadows because I get on just fine with my ColourPop shadows and my more affordable things, because given that there really is like some quality and dimension and very nice formulation for those shadows, it's just not within my price range and capability to afford at this moment. And then next I have the Velvet Matte Skin Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 30 in the shade Finland. I used to want this skin tint very badly when it first launched, but I don't really want it anymore, I don't think, because matte skin tint isn't something that calls out to me. I am more on Team Glowy than on Team Matte, so I'm gonna take that out of my wish list. And there's also a Soft Core Mini Blush and Balm set in the shade Dolce Vita, and it is $36, and I think the reason why I favorited that is because it is $36. I think it's part of their Christmas sets from last year. I will take that out too because I don't want it anymore. I also have the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fussy in my list right here, and I still want that thing. I have favorited it since the day it launched. I also have the Cora Organics Turmeric Brightening and Exfoliating Mask. I actually bought a small dual set with the sleeping mask and the turmeric mask, and I really like both of them. So after I'm done with a small tube of each, I am going to buy replacements for them. So this one would be staying. I have the Too Faced Natural Last eyeshadow palette. It's like this huge mega palette with a lot of neutral shades right there. I've always wanted it since I first laid my eyes on it, and it is now on sale at $52.20 when it was originally at $87, so that's actually quite a good deal, and I would buy it if not for the fact that I just bought the Bare Necessities palette and the Going Coconuts palette from ColourPop, and that's a lot of neutrals for me to go through. I have 3 Mario Badescu stuff right here. I have the Spritz Mist Glow Facial Spray set, which is $33 for 3 of their facial mists. and I also have the glycolic foaming cleanser and the enzyme cleansing gel. These are things that I favorited when I was having very bad and swollen acne, and I really wanted that glycolic acid and the enzymes to kind of exfoliate and scrub my skin off because I was so frustrated. But I don't really think I need it anymore. I don't want it. I don't want at least the cleansing gel and the foaming cleanser. I'm okay with keeping the misting trio in my wish list because hydrating mists. This is a slightly newer product in Sephora. Pi Skincare is coming out, which is extremely exciting because I've seen so many, I don't know, clean beauty, natural beauty. Pi Skincare is one of those like very high out there. I know that Estee Lauder really likes Pi Skincare, and it's very exciting that it's finally coming out in Singapore. So I actually favorited some Pi Skincare stuff. Mainly their face oils, I think. So I favorited two things. I favorited their Rosehip Bio Regenerate Oil and the Age Confidence Facial Oil. I think I've heard many good things about the Pi facial oil, so I really wanted to try it. I actually favorited the ornament version, which is the Christmas version, and the normal rosehip oil. Both of them are $48. I do not need the additional packaging, so I'm just gonna take that out of my wish list. But these two other oils, I'm definitely keeping it in my wish list because I really want to try Pi Skincare. I have some Ardell lashes that I just favorited a couple of days ago. In my videos, I've been using lashes that are either no longer selling or like way too old because I went like a full 2 or 3 years without using lashes, maybe 2, probably 2. And then now that I'm getting back into using them, especially for videos, I kind of want to buy new pairs that are easily accessible. So I have a lot of different lash packs from Ardell favorited on my wish list because they are so affordable and they are actually really good. So I have the Invisabands Wispies Black, the Natural False Eyelashes, the Wispies 4 pairs false eyelashes multi-pack, Natural False Eyelashes Variety Pack, Natural 4 pairs false eyelashes multi-pack, as well as their Naked False Eyelashes and Faux Mink False Eyelashes, all of them which look super pretty, and I really want to have them in my collection, and they are so cheap. I might as well just go and get it soon. Scrolling down, I also have the Urban Decay De-Sleek Mattifying Powder. Do I need another? I'm just gonna keep it in because I'm still quite interested in that powder, but I have a couple of powders waiting to be used. From Shu Uemura. Shu Uemura is one of my favorite brands ever. And I have 3 things favorited in my wish list right now, one of which I already have. So the one that I have already is the Unlimited Breathable Lasting Fluid Foundation. I have it right here, and I have it in the shade 774. If you have not watched my Japan haul video, do go ahead and do so you can see me talking about that foundation. Spoiler alert, I really love it. So since I have it, I'm gonna remove it from my list. I also have 2 items from their Pikachu collection. I have their cleansing oil limited edition kit, which comes with 4 different types of their cleansing oils. I might still get it if it goes on sale, or if I just decided I want to get it right now because it's at $65, which is actually quite a good deal considering that there's 4 different oils inside, like cleansing oils. And the Shu Uemura Ultimate 8 or something like that, like the Ultimate cleansing oil is the one that I use every day, and I always go back to buy the hugest bottle there is. I also tried the green one. So I want to try the pink and the purple one. I think this is a very good set to get. I'm just gonna leave it in my wish list for now. And I also have the Shu Uemura Eyelash Curler. The Pikachu version is limited edition and it's very cute and it's $30. I might actually go ahead and get that one. But I don't really use eyelash curlers, so it's really just like a novelty item for me, especially because it's Pikachu and I'm a nerd. I'm just gonna leave all that in except for the foundation because I got it already. Then next up, we have the Noni Glow Face Oil from Cora Organics as well. And that one I'm very interested in getting because I have their eye oil, under eye oil or something like that, the Noni Glow one also. Next up, we have Drunk Elephant. And I don't know if I don't know if I hearted a lot of Drunk Elephant products. Let me see. Nope, I only have one. Drunk Elephant is just too expensive for me to even think about. For me to even fathom spending that sort of money on them. Given that there are a lot of good reviews on their skincare, it's just not something that I can afford at this moment in time in my life. Maybe it will change in a year and I'll be rich enough to afford these things, but for now, Drunk Elephant is just way too expensive for me, and the one that I have wishlisted is their Virgin Marula Luxury Face Oil, and I've heard many good things about this. I mean, like, Drunk Elephant as a whole is a very good brand from reviews after reviews after reviews. Like, even my uncle says so. My uncle and auntie uses their product as well, and they really like it. I have dry skin, like I said, and facial oils hold a special... I hold facial oils in a special place in my heart. But actually, I'm just gonna keep it in. I was gonna say that I don't want to keep it in because it's so expensive, but it's a facial oil, so I don't use a lot of it at one time. And there's 15 ml inside here, which is not the most, but it's okay. For $56, I can still toil around with the idea of getting it, but not right now. Someday, but not right now. Next, we have Herbivore Botanicals. It is a brand that I really, really love. I've tried their Lapis Face Oil. I finished up a whole huge bottle of it, as expensive as it is. I've also used up like 2 or 3 moon fruits and 2 or 3 pink clouds. And I really love their brand. I'm just taking a break from their Pink Cloud Rose Water Moisture Creme because I want to try other things. But it is just so good. I might actually go back and get it because right now it's at $50.40 instead of their usual $72. It is on my wish list. I might get it actually, like right now, because I am running out of moisturizers, like all my moisturizers, and Pink Cloud has never failed me. It is one of my most favorite moisturizers ever. I can't say enough good things about it. One of these days, I might just do like a whole Herbivore video just to tell you about my love for Herbivore Botanicals. I can't even say their name properly. But anyways, I also have the mini facial oil trio on my wish list. I actually already purchased that trio, but I'm just gonna leave it on my wish list because I don't use oils alone anymore. I used to use their Lapis face oil alone as moisturizer, but right now I'm more into like mixing it with like my moisturizers and stuff like that, or over my moisturizer, and it's been working out very well for me. I find it quite good value, not really by ml, but more of like Herbivore is a clean brand. It's a clean beauty brand, and they don't use like serious preservatives in their products. It goes bad a lot faster than Bird. Please. It goes off a little faster than most conventional products, so in that sense it's actually better to get the mini facial oil trios than actually the full bottle, unless you are someone that uses the whole thing within like say 6 to 8 months, maybe a year and a little over. Maybe if you live in a colder climate it will last a lot longer, but I live in Singapore and it's hot, so things go off a little faster as well. So because of that, I think the small little trio, which is like way lesser but also at $48 instead of like $100 over for like one bottle, that one is a lot more palatable and more acceptable for my wallet. So I'm just gonna leave it inside there. Instead, I'm going to declutter the big Phoenix oil that I have in my list right now. I'm going to declutter that because it is a bigger bottle and it's at $137, which is like insane right now for me. So, just the smaller ones would do. By B Beauty. All I have wish listed is all of their boosters, their different boosters. So currently I own the Bakuchiol and the Buriti boosters. They also have a strawberry booster, and they recently launched a blueberry booster, all of which I am very interested in. I'm actually out of my Bakuchiol, so I'm gonna get it at some point because I think that these are also facial oils, but they call it boosters because they are meant to be mixed into your serums or your moisturizers to boost the effects of your skincare. And I think that that's a very nice concept, and it's also oil, so it's very nourishing for the skin and the standard facial oils. I have the Mini Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Butter from Fenty Beauty. It's like a loose powder with like some color in it, and I'm undecided if I want to buy that one because Fenty Beauty has the image of catering more towards like oily skin tones. I mean, I think they've been trying to change that a little with their hydrating foundation and things like that, but this one was launched along with all their mattifying products. So I might just go into stores and feel it for a bit first. I'm just gonna keep it in so that I know that I wanted it at some point, I have a Peter Thomas Roth Oilless Oil 100% Purified Squalane. I'm gonna take this out of my cart because Good Molecules has their own squalene oil, so if I ever want to try out squalene as an ingredient in my oils, or rather a squalene oil, I will just go ahead and buy Good Molecules, because I already know that they're good and I also know that they are cheap. Good and cheap, what's not to love? I have the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basic Eyeshadow Palette in my wishlist. Not sure why it's there actually, because why would I want that? I used to have it actually. I used to have the original Naked Basics palette and I used that thing to death. Like it was... I hit pan on every single shade and that was like back in 2014, yeah, that was back in like 2013, 2014, like years ago, in the past decade. So that's coming out of my list because I'm not sure why it's in there in the first place. I have the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder as well in Translucent Peach. I've heard many good things about this powder, but I think I've heard that from people with oily skin. Not very excited about having my powder smell like peaches. Eyeshadows is one thing, but powder is another thing. Yep, I'm just gonna take it out. Doesn't spark joy. Then I have some Pixi products as well. Pixi has always like intrigued me because they are like affordable, but they're also quite a reputable brand. And I have 3 things listed here. I have the Brow Tamer Brow Gel in Translucent. I have their H2O Skin Tint in number 1. And I also have their Pat Away Concealing Base in number 1. Why is it a concealing base and why is it not a concealer? I'm not sure. I should go into stores to check it out if they have Pixi makeup. I know they have skincare. There's something about the packaging and whatever, I don't know, there's something about the energy that's like given off of these photos that makes me want to buy them, because it makes me think that they might be very hydrating for my face and my face will really like them. So I'm just still gonna keep it in my list. The Brow Tamer Brow Gel as well, because I'm just intrigued and it's $15. So those are going to be staying. Simple. Next up, we have Edible Beauty. Edible Beauty is also another clean beauty brand. It's also indie, I think. From where I'm not sure. Is it Australia? Might be wrong. I have 2 things in my cart right now. I know that I want more than 2 things. Maybe I just didn't favorite those things. But the ones that I have is the N Cocoa Bliss Intensive Repair and the N Snowflower Illuminating Face Oil. Face oil is at $75 and my legs are dying, sorry. Face oil is at $75 and sorry that I'm sitting like that because I've been sitting cross-legged on my bed for a very long time and they are dying, so I'm just gonna stretch them out by the side for a while. But anyway, I'm just gonna continue talking. And the face oil is at $75 like I've been saying, and the intensive repair, I assume it's like a moisturizer, is $64. It's not that expensive. It's about where skincare on Sephora is priced at. So, and knowing that they are like, I don't know, I don't really know much about the Edible Beauty brand, but I've been looking at them for a very long time, so I'm just gonna keep them both in there because they sound very yummy for my skin and I want to get them at some point. I have the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation in NC15 in my list as well. I've always been very intrigued at that because everyone says good things about it. Or was it the mineralized finish one? I'm not sure. It might be the mineralized one. I'm just gonna leave it inside there for now because it intrigues me. Then Charlotte Tilbury, do I have anything else other than this one? Let me see. Only one thing. Charlotte Tilbury it's exciting that they're finally in Singapore because I've wanted them since Charlotte Tilbury launched her brand, because I've known about Charlotte since before she launched the brand, but they're too expensive for me to want anything. I mean, like, Charlotte Tilbury has prices like Dior and Chanel, and I suppose that's about the same, like Tom Ford, Hourglass, all those lush high-end prices, high-end product, which I have no doubt is very good. But because I am not someone who is loaded, I only have one thing in my wish list, because Samantha Ravndal and many other creators, they always rave about this one product and I'm very intrigued. That is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's supposed to be very highlighty and glowy for the skin, and it has multiple ways of being used. Like, it can be like a highlighter or like a glowy base for your foundation, or it can act as a foundation. So for $76, it's actually not that bad. It's not too unreasonable, so I'm just gonna put it in because that's the most intriguing product from Charlotte Tilbury that I think that if I ever have the money to spend on them, I'll spend on her. That's what I'm buying. We also have a mini Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder from Becca. Mini because powders last a very long time and I don't really want to spend on a huge ass tub of powder that I don't know if I'm gonna like or not. So if there's a mini version, I'm buying the mini version. So the Hydra Mist is supposed to be about the same type of concept as this one, which is a water blotting powder. It says Hydra Mist, and I've heard that it really feels like water on the skin. I remember when I first got the Face Shop one, it really felt like water on my skin, but I think the powder dried out after a while. Maybe it's like the Face Shop thing? But hopefully Becca doesn't do the same. I've heard many good things about this powder being good for dry skin. And then next we have Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. Why did I want this? Oh yes, I've had this before. It's like, instead of being sheer and translucent, this primer has like a skin tone to it, so it kind of blanks out the canvas so that when eyeshadow goes on top of it, it comes out through the color. I've had that before. I think I used that up and I never bought it again, so because I'm not using eye primers much recently, so I'm gonna keep that inside there, because if I ever want an eyeshadow primer, I might just go back to Urban Decay, which is the classic eyeshadow primer. Next we have the Shiseido White Lucent Overnight Cream and Mask. It is $120. I actually have a lot of samples of this mask and I have loved it every time I use the samples. And Shiseido skincare is gorgeous and extremely effective, so at some point I might actually go ahead and get this, but I might not get it from Sephora. I might get it from the counter, because in that way I can get more samples, you know, points. I have 3 things from Bobbi Brown. I have their crushed liquid lip, their crushed lip color, and their intensive skin serum foundation SPF 40 in warm ivory. I'm leaving the foundation in this list because I really want that foundation. When I put it on my skin, it looks so gorgeous and beautiful, and I really want it. The only thing that's stopping me from getting it is that it is $92. I think they went through like I don't know if it's a reformulation or like a new way of marketing this foundation, but it's supposed to have cordyceps in it. I'm gonna leave it inside there because I really want that at some point. And then I have the crushed liquid lip and lip color inside. The liquid lip has intrigued me for a very long time. I want all the colors, which is partially the reason why I don't want to buy it, because I can't decide on the color. Same goes for the actual stick lipstick in the crushed lip color line. It looks like it's gonna glide on and look so good on lips and feel so good on lips. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep all of them in. From Pharmacy, I have favorited the Honey Potion Renewing Antioxidant Hydrating Mask. It is at $59 for 50 grams, and it was quite intriguing to me at one point when my skin was extremely dry and patchy and scaly for some reason. Not anymore. Doesn't spark joy. Don't want it anymore. Getting rid of that. I have the Dr. Roebuck's Bondi Hydrating Mist. I've actually tried a sample size of the Dr. Roebuck's No Worries Moisturizer, and I really like it, so I'm gonna keep that one in because I am intrigued. I'm also gonna favorite the No Worries Moisturizer back onto my wish list because I really want that. I should go through the Dr. Roebuck section and favorite some more things. Dr. Jart Ceramidin Cream. I've been wanting that for a very long time. Ceramidin sounds like the best thing for my skin. I'm not sure why, but it's ceramide, right? So ceramides are supposed to be very good for your skin, and I want to try it. We also have the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Barrier Cream. Berry Air Cream. Like barrier, but berry air. I wanted it at one point when my skin was feeling super dry, but right now, not really. Not at all. The Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer from Pharmacy is also something that I wanted to try very badly, but right now, Honey and me, no feelings. I have the Blythe Pressed Serum Gold Apricot Moisturizer. I actually am using the Velvet Yam one, and I really like it. To me, in my head, it's like a very basic moisturizer that people say is heavy, but I say it's lightweight. But in any case, it's like a very good moisturizer for me to add in some more oils to make my own cocktail of moisturizer. So I'm gonna keep that in because I really enjoyed the Velvet Yam one, so I want to try something else from the same pressed serum line. Then I have the Indie Squalane Facial Oil. Squalane oil, I've already said I just want the Good Molecules one, so I'm just going to remove that one because that's $50. Oh, okay, there are more Dr. Roebuck stuff. Okay, I actually favorited a lot of Dr. Roebuck stuff. I have the Icebergs Hydrating Mask, the No Worries Hydrating Facial Moisturizer, the Daintree AHA Brightening Mask, the Noosa Nourishing Creme Cleanser. All of that sounds delicious. Gonna keep all of them. From Biossance, which is the brand specialized in squalane. They actually produce their own ethical squalane. I've bookmarked They are 100% squalene oil. In the 12 ml version, they have a bigger one for a lot more expensive, but they have a 12 ml version at $12. That's very not worth my money. But if I want to try it, I'ma get the 12 ml one just to try. Because it's Biossance, you know, Biossance squalene. Then next, I have the Shiseido White Lucent Power Brightening Mask for $100. Every time I use that, when I have one, it really brightens the skin up dramatically. So if I am ever rich, I am getting it because it's $100. It's a sheet mask. It's a one-time use sheet mask. Are you serious? From Natasha Denona, I also have the Mini Bronze and Glow palette for $29. I'm actually very intrigued because it's only $29 for two Natasha Denona bronzer and highlighter product. Are you kidding me? I'm definitely keeping it in. I'm gonna buy it at some point. Okay, I have some Alpha H stuff. So this is an Alpha H collaboration with Sephora. It's a 5-piece skincare set. Interested? Would buy it at some point. It's $75 for 5-piece. There's only 5 remaining right now. Should I get it? Maybe. And I find that for, you know, those like sample sizes, like travel sized items, I can use them for a very long time, and by the end I'll know whether I want to get a full size. Usually I don't end up wanting a full size. I'll be like, okay, that's enough of that product, I want to try another one. So these small size sets usually work for me. Christine S Weightless Shine Working Serum. I actually have that product already and I've been using it in my hair every day, and it smells so good. And it works so well. It really tames the frizz, and it says it has like this zip technology that helps with closing the cuticles, coating it so that it doesn't freeze too badly. I don't really have frizzy hair, but I have noticed that my hair becomes a lot shinier and nicer to work with, and it smells better when I use it. So it's been in my current hair care rotation every day. I'm leaving it in my wish list even though I have it already. Then from RMS Beauty, I have their Uncover Up Concealer and Foundation in the color 00. I actually already bought another backup of this foundation / concealer. I'm almost out of my first month, so I bought a second one. So I don't really need this anytime soon, but I'm just gonna leave it in my wish list because it's like a constant rebuy sort of product. So it's nice to be easily accessible. Too Faced Peaches and Cream Shake Your Pom Poms eyeshadow palette. It looked good to me at one point, but right now as I'm looking at the picture, it doesn't spark joy getting rid of it. I have the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice eyeshadow palette as well. I think I just added it in because it was on sale, but I never really wanted it even when it launched, so getting rid of that as well. 3CE Back to Baby Glow Beam in pink. It's like a primer. Don't want it anymore. I have a Hans Diffuco Deluxe Mini Kit that consists of 4 of their 7 ml like styling products. I work on set a lot, and sometimes I have to do like guys' hairs. Hair waxers and pomades are always very welcome. So it's $21 for 4 smaller tubs, which is the size that I like to carry around with me when I go on set and stuff. So I'm just gonna keep that in there. Oh, and I think I'm at the end. We surprisingly reached the end of the 139 items. I've talked for a very long time. I'm not sure how I'm gonna edit this video and make it like an okay length video, but I'm not sure how many I've whittled down. I'll leave a number here so that you know how many products I ended up with, because I actually haven't physically unfavorited anything because I want to keep it all in one list so that when I screenshot these things to put it in this video, it's accessible. It feels very good to have a more true to what I want list rather than something that records what I wanted at one point but I don't want it anymore, you know. I might do this once every quarter, maybe once every half a year, just to go through my wish list and see what I've got, what I liked, what intrigued me, what no longer intrigues me. And with this declutter, I'm ready to add more things into my wish list in the year of 2020. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching me talk about my Sephora wish list. And if you have any recommendations from Sephora or from any other brands that you want me to try or you think that I might like, whether it be hair care, skincare, makeup, body care, comment down below and let me know. Remember to check out this makeup look on my Instagram if it's already out already. And with that, I think that's all I have for you today. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this video, and also consider subscribing to my channel down below for more content from me. My current posting schedule will be every Tuesday and Friday of every week. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!